We grew this lawn care company by 20% last year, and I'm going to show you the exact formula that we use to help them scale their business. All right, so let's hop right into this. So I pulled out the data. I'm not actually going to show the company or their name or anything. I'm going to use examples of other companies that we work with, but this is their actual data here. So you can see that we started working with them last March. And if we look at this, this is the estimates that they've completed. And they use Jobber as their CRM. So you can see here, we can pull out how many estimates or quotes that they did. And they did 1,505 since we started working with them. That's in 2023. In 2022, you can see they did 900. So they grew their estimates by 600 more estimates. Now, if you do 600 more estimates, there's no way that you can't grow by 10 or 20%. So a lot of times people say, well, maybe they just resold their past customers this stuff. And so in Jobber, we pulled another report where we can see new customers. So same thing. New customers was 1,269 versus 2022 was 1,000. So they had 300 or 270 new customers that accounted for, let's just say, half of these estimates. So half of those people, 270 new customers came in. That's how we were able to help them grow. Also retargeting. So I'm going to show you exactly how we did this. I just wanted to show you the numbers because a lot of times it's easy to make claims without actually looking at the real numbers. So the first thing that we do is we start with Google search engine results page. So I just pulled this up with electrician, but again, you can do this search in your specific area. There's going to be 4 main areas that you have to focus on. And this is what we do. The first one is your Google local service ads. What are Google local service ads? It's this section right here, the #1 spot on Google. I'll put this link down in the description, but Google actually tells you how much a lead costs in your area. So you go to this link, you scroll down a little bit, you'll see right here you can put in your zip code. I just put in the local zip code with lawn care, and you can see it's $14 to $21. We have lawn care companies that are getting $17, $20 leads, and this is literally them calling you saying, hey, I want service done. And most lawn care companies, if you get someone on the phone, you're going to be able to close them or at least get out there for an estimate. So this is a huge win for lawn care companies. Now, the big thing to this is if you do not have the Google reviews to support this, which lawn care is not as competitive as electrical. I just picked this one. Let's just do lawn care. If you do not have the Google reviews to support this, like a True Green or these other platforms, let's say you only have 50 Google reviews, you're not going to be shown here. So a big focus is you got to get Google reviews, whether that's friends, families, past customers. You have to really focus on getting Google reviews because even if you turn on your Google local service ads, you're not going to be shown here. So this is the first thing that we did for this company. We helped them get Google reviews. We did a blast out to their customers. There's also a link on your Google business profile, and we gave it to the owner. We said, hey, hit up everyone that you know and get a bunch of Google reviews. That's going to help. So that was the first thing that we did. The second thing on the Google search engine results page, which let me go back here because it doesn't show up for lawn care for some reason, is this sponsored post, sponsored ads. These are Google search ads. And these ads are traditional Google ads that you run traffic to your website and you have to convert. A huge part of this is having a website that actually converts traffic. And so that leads us into what exactly do we do on this website. Now, I'm going to show you a different website. I don't really want to show a landscaping website because I don't want you to think that's the company and I don't want to put their data out there. This is another company that I've used in other videos that we work with, but it's all the same regardless of the industry that you work in. It might just look a little bit different. So we created this get estimate calculator for them. We put a select service here, and you could say like, I want mosquito control, I want lawn and fertilizer plan, I want irrigation, whatever. You can also put other caveats, which is like the square footage. So you could say like 1,000 to 2,000 square feet. And then maybe you put a zip code or some other qualifier. And when they click get estimate, it's going to give them a text or an email, some type of instant quote. And we see this a lot on True Green when we do our competitor analysis. They'll do like these estimates that are like C pricing that are behind paywalls or something. And you kind of fill out this form and then you give them your information and then you get your quote. And so this is kind of the thought process is just make it super simple, convert into a lead. The other things that we do on a website from a conversion perspective, which helps with our Google search ads, is we add a chat widget here. So a lot of times people say, hey, do you serve this area? Do you serve that area? So you want to add a chat widget. And then the last one is to request service. So a lot of times people maybe they want service and they just want to select a preferred date and time to get the service done or to schedule an estimate. And so you got to make it super easy. So if we go back to this page here, running ads, the #1 thing that you want to focus on is called your CPL, your cost per lead or cost per conversion. The reason this is so crucial is because a cost per conversion is a lead. If you are paying more than what this is, right? This is saying that this is $14 to $21 a lead. If you're running Google search ads and you're paying $80 for a conversion or $100 for a conversion, it doesn't make sense. It's not working, because if your average ticket is $400, $500 and you're spending $200 to get a customer, the math doesn't add up. So that's a very, very important part of the equation. So we do run Google search ads for them. Their cost per conversion is usually around like $20, $30, which they're cool with, because they get these leads for $20, they get these leads for $20, $30. It's a home run every single time. All right, so those are the paid ad things. The other two parts of the Google search engine results page are your Google business profile. Now, if you don't have a business that's located in the specific area that you want to rank, you're not going to be showing up here because you don't have a physical location in this area. So the big part to this, though, is to get Google reviews, and 17% of the ranking is Google reviews. You also want to make sure everything else is filled out. So you want to make sure that you have your category selected, your service area selected, you have pictures on there, you're responding to reviews, you're posting on your Google business profile. We made videos about this before, but doing everything to be shown on your Google business profile. And on our website, we actually have it's a search engine results audit that will go through and kind of tell you if you have errors on your Google business profile, which is really nice. But this is something that's a huge focus for us. This is like something that you have to do every single month. You have to stay on top of this. You have to be doing everything to build trust with Google, because Google's showing this and they're not getting paid to show this. So they want to literally show the number one person, and you got to build a lot of trust with Google. So that's a big focus. And then last but not least is optimizing the website correctly. So this is called offsite SEO. This is called onsite SEO. So if you see here, this company is optimized for Dallas. You can see it in there. This is called a meta description. And the way that you would do this on your website is, we'll just go back to this example. Let's say you're looking for a lawn care, fertilizer plan, whatever. The main thing that you want is your title tag needs to have your geographical description. Your meta description needs to have your geographical target, Title tag, meta description have to label those. And then your H1, you also want that labeled here, and then to have maybe a county or something that's a larger one. So this is extremely important. This is local SEO for your website. So many times we come here and the title tag just says electrician, and then the description might not even be filled out or say something electrician. There's no geo target, and then the H1 is usually some generic thing that they just never optimized for that. The other thing that you want to make sure is that you have over 750 words. So you want to be able to tell. You don't just want a page with nothing on it. You got to have the bones in there. And so what we typically recommend is create what are called service area pages. So if you want to focus on, this company's focusing on Gaithersburg, but maybe there's other cities, maybe 10, 20 other cities that they really want to hit. So you create these service area pages all around with unique content, and then you basically build a map around your business. So that way, if someone searches for lawn care Dallas, or electrician Dallas, or electrician Fort Worth, then you're shown in both those areas, because though you don't have a Google business profile there, so you might not show up here, you can have a page on your website dedicated to just that thing. So that's going to be on here. So from a visibility perspective, those are the four things that we did from a search engine results page on Google: was local SEO for specifically offsite SEO, onsite SEO, optimizing the website. We rebuilt our whole website. We optimize all the conversions to make sure that they are converting correctly. So our goal is to get 10% conversions. If we send 100 people to your website, we need to get 10 leads out of that. Then we also ran Google local service ads. We went through Google search ads. They do B2B stuff. We don't really do too much B2B, but property managers or HOA communities, that kind of stuff. We can build lists and then send cold emails out to them, and that's something that you could do. We didn't do that for them. Optimizing for conversions, and then the last part, which is a big one, which is retargeting. So let's say someone comes into your funnel, and for whatever reason, it's a sod job or something, and the price was too high, or they came in for fertilizer and they picked someone else for a plan, whatever, and they leak out. Well, this monthly newsletter has been a home run, because you send them an email, and let's say they came in for mosquito control, they leaked out, or they came through on mosquito control, but they don't know that you do sod installation or landscape design or irrigation. Well, in your monthly newsletter, you're able to highlight other services, and they say, oh, wow, you do that as well? And then you bring them back into your funnel for more estimates, and this snowball keeps spinning here. And this is really how you scale your business. You get customers or prospects into your funnel, then you retarget them, and you keep this snowball going. And, with your service contracts, that kind of stuff. And then from a visibility perspective, you start sprinkling in more and more visibility through all these different channels, and the ball keeps spinning, and it keeps getting bigger, bigger, bigger. And that's how you grow your business. So if you're interested, we do free marketing audits. Happy to do one for you. We can go through and diagnose and look at your entire like your website, your call to actions, your backend, your Google Business Profile, all that stuff. Hop on a call, walk you through a roadmap. It's like no pressure or anything. If it doesn't make sense, it's all good. You have a game plan you can take away. If you like content like this, be sure to hit like and subscribe. I'll put a link down below. See you in the next video.